loud sounds while enjoying the subtle sounds of nature. Plus, there's never any confusing guesswork. Each unit comes with an instructional pamphlet with detailed illustrations for easy and convenient operation. Don't miss out on this opportunity to hear everything you've been missing. Here's how to get my bionic rechargeable hearing aid, and it won't cost you $6 million, although you will think it's worth it.
Stop the frustration of trying to change tiny batteries. Call now and the Lee Majors patented rechargeable hearing aid can be yours to try for 30 days for just $14.95. You'll receive the hearing aid rechargeable case. Just place and close. It's that easy. 4 ear caps for comfort fit, the AC adapter, a custom cleaning brush, plus a carrying case and 2 AAA batteries for convenient use when traveling. Everything you need to start enjoying right away. This is a limited trial offer for only $14.95. Try it all for 30 days. Call now to find out more. Live operators are standing by.
In the personal story segment tonight, an outrageous crime triggered by a series of text messages. 15-year-old Wayne Tracy is charged with premeditated attempted murder after allegedly kicking 15-year-old Josie Ratley in the head with steel-tipped boots several times. Josie is now in a coma, fighting for her life in a Florida hospital. Joining us now from the Fort Lauderdale area is Rick Friedman. He's the attorney for the Ratley family. Mr. Friedman, it's very good to see you under very sad circumstances. First of all, tell us how Josie is doing.
Laura, thank you very much. I just came from the hospital. That was my last stop. I spent the last 2 hours with the family at Josie's bedside. I am happy to report that this is 21 days, and in the last 3 days, ever since Easter Sunday, she's making a now remarkable turn for the better. While she still is in a coma, while she's still not responsive, I can tell you that they removed the ventilator yesterday, and she is breathing on her own. So the family's very hopeful that at some time in the near future, she's going to come out of this coma, open her eyes, and say what the mom keeps telling me is, which is, "Hi, mommy."
Now, and be able to testify against Wayne Tracy, undoubtedly. Now, tell us about what happened. There were text messages sent that he saw that referred to the suicide of his brother, and this all happened at a bus stop on the way to school. Is that right?
Yeah, I have to be real careful in terms of the evidence, but I will tell you in a general sense, this actually occurred at 2:49 p.m. when school was getting out. The bell rang at the middle school. All the thousands of students come out to the front of the school in the collection area where the buses all pull up, and it occurred probably in front of, we don't know yet, but I'm guessing several hundred witnesses right there on the school grounds at the end of the school day.
Well, why aren't you able then to interview interested parties, people who witnessed what happened? Must have been a lot of people who saw this, and apparently, did they do anything to stop it? I mean, I think we want to learn all of that, but you have not been able to gain access to that important information as the attorney of record here for the family. Why is that?
The rules of criminal procedure in Florida are that the evidence goes from the police department, in this case the Broward Sheriff's Office, moves over to the prosecutor, the assistant state attorney, and then once they file their formal charges, which is not expected to take place until April the 19th, then they will turn all of the evidence over to both the defense attorneys, and then we'll be able to actually see the names of the witnesses.
Yeah, so it's a crim pro issue. It's jogging my memory from law school. All right, the school security here that's in place or not in place, do you envision making some claim about the level of safety and security on school grounds? If this is right in front of the door the buses pull up, it seemed that their teachers and school administrators were outside at that time, given the fact that there was another attack in this Deerfield school system that was a pretty brutal attack not so long ago, similarly brutal. Are you going to make a claim?
It's a good question. I will tell you, look, this is every parent's worst nightmare. You kiss your child in the morning, you give them a hug, you send them off to school on the school bus, and 6 hours or 7 hours later, you expect them to come home from the school on the school bus and be there with open arms to give you a hug. And in this case, Josie's mom had said, got a knock at the door, and it was the police telling her that something terrible had happened and that she was being airlifted to Broward General Medical Center in Fort Lauderdale. So we're certainly going to be looking down the road at all avenues, including where the school resource officers were, where the teachers' aides were, where all the people were supposed to be and why they apparently weren't there to help protect Joseph.
And we should also say that a 13-year-old girlfriend of Mr. Tracy was also involved in this fact pattern. Again, you better know where your kids are and what they're text messaging and to whom they're text messaging. Very, very sad story. Mr. Friedman, thanks for that update. And still to come, San Francisco leaders are declaring Mondays meat-free. Wait until you hear why. Coming up next.
Break cords, broken hoses, and leaky pipes cause expensive damage that nobody likes. Anthony Sullivan here for Mighty Fix It. The easy way to fix, seal, and repair virtually anything fast and make it last. Mighty Fix It is not tape, but a flexible silicone wrap that creates an airtight, watertight seal in seconds to stretch and wrap. It fuses to itself, flexes like rubber, and holds like steel. Tape is temporary and glues are a sticky mess. But Mighty Fix It has no sticky adhesive. Instead, it fuses to itself. As you wrap, it forms to fit any surface, wet or dry. Use it to fix a leaky pipe without calling a plumber. And don't throw away that expensive appliance. Mighty Fix It safely repairs all your power cords, saving you money. Mighty Fix It withstands the heat, safely insulate all your wiring jobs. A blown radiator hose can be a roadside nightmare. Not with Mighty Fix It. It seals in seconds, so you can get on your way. Even in temperatures below zero, Mighty Fix It is your hero. A hole in your hose means no pickup. But Mighty Fix It restores the function so you can pick it up and clean it up. Use Mighty Fix It to create new grips on tools, outside mend broken branches, seal sprinkler lines, or save a garden hose. You wouldn't do this with your phone, but I'll do it with mine. Mighty Fix It seals, insulates, and protects. The proof is right there on the screen. The best part is it leaves no sticky residue. During this special TV introduction, we'll send you 3 rolls of Mighty Fix It for just $10. Call right now and we'll double the offer free. Just pay separate processing. That's 6 color rolls for just $10. Mighty Fix It will pay for itself with just 1 repair. You get 6 rolls of Mighty Fix It for just $10. Call now.
Call 1-800-951-0453 to order Mighty Fix It and receive the double offer for $10. That's 6 colored rolls for just $10 plus processing and handling. That's 1-800-951-0453. Call or log on now.
In the Back of the Book segment tonight, the food police are out in force in San Francisco. The Board of Supervisors, those madcap folks, are unanimously now approving a measure to make Mondays meat-free. Joining us now from the city by the bay, Hope Bohannon, who's the campaign director for the group In Defense of Animals. Hope, are you chairing this? Is this a great day for you?
Absolutely. We're very excited and we're very proud of the Board of Supervisors. Thanks them for being forward-thinking and choosing to embrace and support a compassionate and environmental healthy diet.
Now, let's talk about the point of all of this, because a lot of folks are watching across the United States and they're kind of thinking, well, this is San Francisco. This is the same Board of Supervisors that actually proposed a measure that would have decriminalized prostitution, that told the, I think it was the Battleship Iowa, couldn't have a place in a waterfront museum, gave a hassle to the junior ROTC and military recruiters. So most people across the country are like, this is typical San Francisco. What do you actually think is going to be achieved with Meatless Monday?
Well, we really need to start looking to our diet for some of our environmental problems, our health problems. More and more people, there's an awareness around food issues and our food systems and just how bad it's gotten. And there's more awareness growing. People wanting to eat more local, more organic, more plant-based. And if you look at vegetarian diets, they really are the green superstars. There was a wonderful study by the Journal of Environmental Science and Technology that found that eating just 2 meals a week vegetarian would do more ecologically for your environmental impact than buying all locally sourced food. So, as we look to San Francisco's impact could be incredible. If everyone adopted a meat-free diet just on Mondays, it would be the equivalent of taking 123,000 cars off the streets of San Francisco for the year. So we could really have some positive change.
I have no problem with eating vegetarian. I think whatever you want.
Take the cars on the street and eat meat.
For a local government agency to kind of put down this edict about, okay, we're gonna encourage everyone not to eat meat on Mondays, when California is facing an incredibly catastrophic budgetary